Hi, I'm Edina City Manager Scott Neal, and you're watching On the Job, a show where I introduce you to the city employees that keep Edina going and show you some things that can only be learned on the job. You're joining me this morning in the City Hall penthouse. I bet you didn't know there was a City Hall penthouse, but we've got one. This is where we have all our heating, our ventilating, our air conditioning equipment. It's very important equipment, very expensive equipment. It takes a bunch of smart guys to make it work, and I'm going to introduce you to one of them right now. Terry Claperick.
Good morning.
Terry, good morning. Terry is a HVAC executive manager specialist with the city. And,
I like it.
And it's a great job title. And he runs this place. And so we're going to talk to him a little bit today about what we're doing here. And we're going to do, as you can see, a filter change. This was what people do this time of year. So Terry, I hauled all these up here while you weren't here. And but why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're going to do with all this stuff?
Well, I don't know how you're not sweating from doing all that, but you must be in good shape.
I'm in really good shape.
Okay, all right. But no, this is our big annual filter change of the year for this. All these get changed once a year. Some get changed 4 times a year. But this is the big, we call it the big change. And it takes all of us. So it's Keith, Matt, Bob, and usually Noah's here too. But
okay.
So it's kind of a big deal. And we try to do it when no one's around, so it affects the least amount of people.
So that's why we're here at 5:30 in the morning.
At 5 a.m. in the morning. Yep. Yeah, this does take some maintenance. We go through the belts, we grease everything, we find any problems that we may have to address.
So we've got not only City Hall, of course, but we've got fire stations and a public works building and an ice arena and a golf course and a pool, and I suppose you're doing this same kind of thing in those locations too.
Yeah, it's Keith and I, and so we pretty much have about 50 city buildings that Keith and I take care of.
Okay.
So it's we try to keep it rolling because there's a lot of stuff that happens, and of course, you know what happens in the summertime is it gets 80 and everybody wants air conditioning that day.
Right then.
So
you're the guy we complain to if our office is too hot or too cold.
That's Keith.
That's Keith. Okay,
yeah.
We'll meet Keith shortly. Great. Well, let's go take a look at this, and you can show me how you do your work.
Okay.
Great.
Let's hit it.
So this is just all the dirt and grime and stuff I would have breathed.
You would have breathed, yeah.
Okay.
Yep. And on this, what makes this filter so phenomenal is it has all this filter space. If you were to take this one filter, it would stretch out, Bobby, to here. Okay. So this part of it just captures all the dirt and crap.
Because the air is blowing through there and it's coming out.
It's all cut into this. Yep. That's why these are so expensive.
Okay.
These are the dirty ones that bring in all the fresh air.
Leaves and birds and dirt and
small rodents. And,
All right. So what do we do next?
We gotta do the hard part.
What's the hard part?
You gotta brush her down.
Let's do it.
I thought you were giving him a toothbrush.
This is maybe what Keith brushes his teeth with. I don't know.
Well, it is.
Yeah.
Now I can fit through here.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I might be able to, maybe.
Oh yeah. So basically, in Scott, we're knocking down cobwebs, bugs, anything we find in here. Raccoons, turtles.
Turtles.
Okay, you want to be careful so you don't bend those fins. So you want to be.
Oh, like that?
Yeah. They will. Once they're bent, they're bent. So
okay. So don't try to unbend them.
That's okay.
All right. I think Keith did that.
Yep.
Yeah. I haven't seen any birds yet, but I have seen a fair amount of spiders. Oh, look at that. You're gonna get this all up in all this expensive camera equipment. Where to next, boss?
Well, I think the next thing is once he gets this swept out, we can have you mop it up.
Let's do it. Here you go. This mop bucket's not going in there, all right?
No.
All right. Why don't you give me a squeeze there? Nice work. Nice work, Scott.
Teamwork.
All right, Terry, we've done the cleaning part of this, the mopping, the dusting, but we had to replace the filters too, right?
Yep.
So let's do that. Show me how to do that.
Well, these guys are the specialists here on this portion of it. So head on in there.
Matt and Bob are specialists?
Yep.
All right.
Head on in there.
All right.
So as you can see, they're directional. They have to go in the same way as we've taken them out.
Not like this.
Correct.
Like
yes.
this.
So you have to have them, yep. So you can see right now, these are the old ones. And they all get set in place like that.
Okay.
So we take the old ones out, set them off to the side. And then when you put a new one in, kind of got to be careful because you don't go in the greatest. Kind of make sure that the back's straight, pulling. You can kind of see that it clips in.
Yeah, there's just some clips up here and that holds it in,
correct,
okay?
Yep.
And then the air pressure probably just
Pushes all,
okay.
all the air sacs out straight. But you can see how it kind of goes in. So we just got to take the rest of these out and then install the new ones.
All right,
We'll go from there.
let's do it.
These filters right here actually have the antibacterial agents right on the filter that catch a lot of the dust and things that you don't see. That's why our air is so good here. Well, we're just about wrapping this up. What do you think?
All right. I think this is a hard job. And you got to do this multiple times a year in 50 facilities probably, right?
We do quite a few. I couldn't do it without Keith, but it takes all of us to get this one done. But no, this is it's not always easy.
It's good stuff.
So-
Well, I can tell you from the people that work here, especially looking at this pile of dirty filters, but for what we did here this morning, we'd be breathing all that. So
Yep.
this is an important public health benefit for all of us that work
Keeps
here.
all of us moving.
All of our guests, all of our council members, everybody that comes here for a meeting, they all benefit from what you guys are doing here.
Yeah.
So thanks, Terry,
Thanks
for
for
your
your
work.
help this morning.
Yeah, thanks
Appreciate it.
for teaching me your job.
We'll see you in a few months.
In a few months, I'll be back. Thanks for watching On the Job. Join me next time where we meet the city employees that keep Edina going and show you some things that can only be learned on the job. Sorry.
That's all right.
All right. Well, edit that, but we don't need video of me breaking stuff in here.
That's exactly what we need.